guess who forgot to record the voice for part 30, so you know what time it is. It's Conversation Street.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, boy.
what was it we just watched before we began recording?
That would be the most recent Nintendo Direct of September 13th as of the recording of this video. So this Nintendo Direct is probably gonna be my favorite in this last console generation, or in this last generation of the Swatch.
It started off strong and it got stronger as it went on.
It did though, like it wasn't one of those, oh, this is all about Smash. Like,
Well, there was a little bit of Smash.
yeah, but not as strong as the fact that they were actually announcing games coming to the Switch. I think of all the games that surprised me that were coming to Switch, which I already knew about this a couple days beforehand, were Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition HD and Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles HD, which is going to be great that they're actually streamlining that game, and hopefully they streamline a lot of the issues that the game had.
Plus, of course, there's the fact that they're pretty much bringing all of the Final Fantasies from 7 to 15 onto the Switch, except for 11 and 14.
Well, hopefully maybe one day 14, but obviously not 11.
Which means I'm going to have to bloody double dip a lot of games again.
I have to triple to quadruple dip all 4 of those games. I'm not kidding, like, I have to multi-dip. Like, I gotta have 4 arms and dip multiple times into each of those games. Oh, and my doggo is barking. Alright. Anyways, but yeah, so, yeah, just so it makes it a little more sense, Final Fantasies 7, 8, 9, 10, 10-2, 10 and 10-2 are all getting ports for the Switch. I'm not sure when they're actually coming out, but they're coming out.
Yeah, they're coming.
Yeah, and again, we gotta spend our monies on it. So the only
I get to play 9 on another bloody handheld console.
Yep. Dude,
I am excited.
I am excited too.
Saying that I'm excited for 9 is a bit of an understatement compared to what you got excited for, am I right?
I wish somebody was recording this, our viewing of it, but okay. Oh my gosh, the announcements. Okay, so at the very, very end, after they had announced Starlink and the fact that Star Fox is going to be involved in that.
And Starwolf.
And Starwolf, yeah, he's like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I miss the cooking back in Corneria. Like, oh, that is so good. Demon X Machina, the next, there's going to be another Yoshi's Woolly game, but on the 3DS. At the very end, they pulled a double. They tricked me twice. And so, at the very end, it just starts off like, oh hey, looks like our masters. Looks like the mayor is busy playing is on the Switch and busy playing Smash. So maybe I should become mayor. And then the pelican who delivers the mail comes in and delivers her a letter. And she places the letter down. She opens up the letter like, wait, is it for me? It's like, all right, I'll open it. And she gets an invite to Smash. I was freaking out at the beginning because I was like, wait, Isabelle, new game? No, it's just an announcement, and she's a legitimate character for Smash. Like, she has her own moveset, and she's not an Echo Fighter.
An Echo Fighter?
Yeah, like she's not an Echo Fighter. But then, the last 2 minutes, Tom Nook is just sitting at his computer. Just sitting at his computer, just saying, "Hey, man, this is cool. Looks like I'm gonna have to give these people homes." And instead of announcement for Smash, it ends with an image saying, "Animal Crossing, 2019." Oh my gosh, I blew out the eardrums of many people.
Yes, you did. But it was a great moment. I
was so happy. Like, it was so good knowing that I finally am getting what I was wanting. And I saw that jump cut there.
Yeah, that happens quite a lot in the later parts because
you just start cutting out all the fluff.
It was starting to grate on me.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to get it done as soon as possible, which is why we're ending at 40 part.
Mm-hmm.
And I should also explain this for our viewers since the original recording got lost. So we're on the moon to create a Gundam.
Yeah.
That is not even a joke.
Like we're creating an actual Gundam.
We're creating an actual Gundam to fight the Dark Genie.
Which is great. Like that's amazing. We're making a Gundam, and also I made a lot of. I believe I kept just talking about how there's a lot of stuff on the moon for it being, the moon. It's a moon.
And then I made a reference to Oxygen Chewing Gum from DuckTales, and.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did.
And then I remembered that I actually did put DuckTales music on this at one point.
Yeah.
Which shows you what kind of a geek I am.
Hey man, DuckTales is fantastic.
DuckTales is fantastic.
Mm-hmm. The new rebooted series is also pretty good too.
Oh, it's really good. I really enjoyed that.
Like, from what was shown to us because like I had really big doubts because by that point we had started getting really, really bad remakes of cartoons.
And we're still getting them. Thundercat, She-Ra.
Ugh. Like Thundercats just look like that new Thundercats reboot's gross. Supposedly the Rugrats one's looking gross. We're getting a revival of Blue's Clues, but no Steve, obviously. And just so many like bad stuff. Apparently the whatchamacallit, Death Note on Netflix is getting a sequel.
Oh God, why?
I know, right? Like, I mean, at least there's a few remakes that were enjoyable, or at least like that were good. Oh, but yeah, like it was announced that I think like back in 2013, I think that was like, oh hey, DuckTales is getting a reboot. Like, okay, like this is gonna be amazing. And I'm like, oh, that's a thing. And then
I wasn't sure first until I found out who was playing Uncle Scrooge, and then I was like, I'm all in.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and then they actually put effort into making the intro music, the intro song, and everything. Like they actually put effort into it. The one thing that a lot of reboots don't have. It's so good though.
It really is.
And also at this point, the Adventure Time finale premiered last week.
Still to see it.
I haven't seen it either. It's like an hour-long episode though.
Yeah.
I know it's good for what it does. For it being like the finale to a series, it's good.
Oh, speaking of that DuckTales music I was talking about, I think we're actually about to hear it in the video again.
Yeah, I actually legitimately don't know what happened to the file. Yeah, so if it's not obvious enough, I'm the one who records the audio, and I just send it to Hal. I don't actually know what happened to the audio. Like, I could have sworn I recorded it. Like, I know I recorded it.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. He sent me parts 25 to 29, but he never sent me 30. And I was wondering where 30 was, and it seems he's misplaced it.
Yeah, like, that was one thing I just didn't understand where I put it. Like, I don't know. I don't think I put it over on Jaded. Over on the main channel, because I just upload all these anonymous I put these I enlist all of these on my channel, which you should totally go to.
or the another series. Well, the originals.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I just stream on Twitch. I don't really stream on YouTube. I only have the Nier Automata thing. Let me. Yeah. So. But yeah, I actually legitimately don't know what happened to that part, and so that's why. That's why it's just Hal and I too. Because I don't know. I think White was busy with work or something. But yeah, he's disappeared.
I'm sure he'll be back in a later part.
Yeah. Let's
'Cause
hopefully.
I definitely don't want to end the series without him after I'm sticking through all this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. After the fact that he's been pretty patient with us getting through this series. Yeah. So that was honestly a great highlight though, was the Nintendo Direct, because obviously my fangasming. Because
Yeah, that was great.
I love Animal Crossing. It is one of my favorite series ever, next to Kingdom Hearts. Oh, that's another. Oh man, that's another great reaction for me. Is every time I watch a new Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer.
I am so happy that they've confirmed that Big Hero 6 exists after announcing it years ago.
Not even announcing it. They gave us an image. Like, they just gave us a JPEG. That's all they gave us for like 2 years. It's like, oh yeah, also the rumors of Star Wars, like all this other stuff. Like, what else can you announce? Like, what else is left to announce? By the way, that trailer that they showed us there's gonna be an extended one, I think, later this week.
Ooh, I'll
Yeah.
be looking forward to that.
Because that was just like barely a minute and a half to confirm. Oh, I'm Baymax, and this is San Francisco, I think it's called.
San Fran, Tokyo, yes. And apparently it's set after the film. So it's going to be its own original thing, which is
That
therefore a Disney, a Kingdom Hearts world.
Yeah, that's actually one thing I like about what the Kingdom Hearts series is willing to do sometimes, is they'll make the plots of the Disney worlds sometimes take place after the events of their movies happened, like kind of what happened in The Nightmare Before Christmas. But then in Kingdom Hearts 2 they just went with the plot of the movie, which I'm to this day still confused about, but I'm just picking hairs at that point. But I do like it when they try to make some original plots. Like I believe in almost every Olympus Coliseum they do that. And then in Kingdom Hearts Recoded, they just turned into a JRPG, a menu-based JRPG. Uh-oh.
I've heard bad things about Recorded.
Recoded is only good. Is the only thing you should ever watch from it are the movies, and it is the 3.5 hour movie. So yeah.
Who has time for that? He says as he's already confirmed he's recording the bloody movies for the desktop.
It's either you or Fonzie. One of you guys is gonna be recording that.
It's definitely one of us too.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, I still need to get back to recording Mega Man X2, because I was supposed to be the one playing X2 and X3. I love this remix.
It really is a good remix. Oh,
Like-
that's another thing. That's another thing about the new DuckTales cartoon. In the finale, they actually played a bit of the Moon theme.
What?
Yeah, they really did. I can't say how because it's kind of a spoiler to the episode, but they do play a bit of the Moon theme.
That's cool. Oh, by the way, the like I was saying with the finales, with the Adventure Time finale, I heard that was like just as good as like the finales of like Regular Show and Chowder.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Regular Show is one of my favorite finales, favorite like cartoon finales ever.
I haven't seen much of that, I have to admit. From what I've seen of it, it's good, though.
Regular Show is fantastic. Or at least I love it a lot.
You see, this is the point, this is how much I don't care at the moment. I'm literally still going fast forward in the actual normal dungeon.
Yeah. There we go. Now we're on the next floor.
Now we're on the next floor.
Also, another thing Hal and I was talking about earlier, asking about. I was telling him I was glad about the fact that we were talking about hitchhiker stuff about like earlier this year, like in January or something.
March.
Was it March?
It was March.
All right. Yeah. Hal DMs me an image of a Did you get it? Was it a pamphlet or was it an email you got?
It was an email I got from the BBC.
Yeah, saying, "Oh hey, that book that Owen Colfer did for Hitchhikers is canon."
It's canon. It's getting its own radio series, so it's canon to the radio series.
Yeah. But like,
and then it came out in March, and then it's really good, and you should track it down. I think you can get it on Amazon.
Oh yeah, it's like $15 for the whole phase. I believe it goes under the title hexagonal phase.
Yep.
And it serves as an actual finale because, was it the fifth one?
Yeah, the fifth one.
The fifth series ended on a really depressing ending, and Douglas Adams was going to make a finale for it, but he died.
He was, but then he sadly passed.
Which makes me even more sad because for a long time we never got a finale to, we never got a legitimate finale. It just kind of ended with everyone dead, except for Arthur. If I'm remembering that right, I might be misremembering endings.
It has been a while since I've listened to it. I have to admit, I really have to go back to it. I've got all the CDs. There's no excuse for me not to go back to it.
Dude, it is a good listen to whenever I'm not listening to audiobooks, I'll just listen to Hitchhikers. It is brilliant, or at least I think it's brilliant, but that's just because I'm a big fan of British humor, so I like things like Monty Python's Flying Circus.
The two best British radio shows for me is Hitchhikers, obviously, and there was this thing that was on for a long time. I think it lasted for 7 series, called Old Harry's Game, which is about the devil, going down to Earth and having to deal with all sorts of stuff. It is much funnier than the way I'm explaining it. It's really good.
Yeah.
I have no idea if that's on Amazon too, but if it is, give it a listen because it's really funny.
Honestly, like, I need to listen to more like radio stuff like that, but I mostly just stick to like audiobooks. Like just recently, I finally got to basically finish a section of my childhood. There was this book series I grew up with, quote unquote. I didn't get my hands on the last like 4 books until my senior year of high school. But it is a series called Kingdom Keepers. And
I think I've heard of that. I don't think I've read it, no.
It is like a kid's book series, like kind of. It's more of like it's more for like teenagers, I guess is a good way to describe it. But it is basically what happens like through. It is the main series is like 7 books long, and in my library we only had. It was like from like 4th grade to my freshman year of high school. We only had the first book, and then we eventually got 2 and 3 because the librarian noticed I was reading the first one a lot, and then I read the first 3 a lot, and then I notice books 4 through 6 were all books 4 through 6 were coming into the library, and she hadn't gotten 7 into the system yet, but I was the first one to read books 4 through 6. Like, I'm not kidding. I sped read through 4 and 5, finished 6 off in about like 2 days, and 7 I was super disappointed with the ending.
Oh my god, that sounds like the experience I had with the last 2 Harry Potter books when they came out.
Really?
I sped read those.
Nice.
For the sixth one, I literally went to a midnight opening at
Wow.
the bookshop at the time, and I kind of knew the ending before anybody else, and
Damn.
it was quite interesting because I knew how it ended, and everyone's like, "Don't spoil it! Don't spoil it!"
Yeah, now at this point it's been like over 10 plus years, so.
Yeah, spoiler: Snape killed Dumbledore.
that was a legitimate like huge twist for the series.
But don't worry, Snape's just a decent guy at heart. He was a triple agent or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, it's totally not. He was super abusive. He treated everyone like garbage except for Malfoy. He basically made Harry a fool of himself since year one. Or he made Harry Potter look like a fool since year one. They can go. You can go. Not kidding though. So on Twitter a while back, J.K. Rowling said, "I'm sorry for killing Snape," and everybody responded instead of yelling at her, they all said, "Why are you sorry? He was an awful character." Like, they just kept listing off. They just kept listing off problem after problem with Snape. It was hilarious how like many people weren't actually mad about her apologizing for killing off Snape at the end of the book series, or yeah, at the end of the last book. Oh, but yeah. Oh, dang it! I can't explain. Oh wait, we got 20 seconds.
Go ahead. I'll add a little bit extra at the end. Go ahead.
The main reason I was disappointed with the last book of Kingdom Keepers was because it ended like it had a finale, but then it added on to the ending of that finale, and it left us on a cliffhanger that there's going to be a sequel series, and there was. Like, I legit had to look up on Wikipedia, like, what is this ending? Like, I had to go on Wikipedia and said, oh, Ridley Pearson announced that he is going to make a sequel series that will end the series. And then me shouting at my monitor saying, "What is wrong with you? Why are you torturing me like this?" The worst part is I didn't get to read the books until this year. I didn't get to listen to them until audiobook format this year. So hope you like this episode of Conversation Street where it was just talking about random shit.